Hello fellow investor, I want to welcome you to this channel. In this video we look at the earnings expectations for JXN Financial. JXN Financial is scheduled to report first quarter earnings on Wednesday, May 7th after the market close. We'll cover several topics to see how JXN Financial is trading going into earnings and help set expectations moving forward. We will review the current price chart and trend charts along with some key valuation metrics. I'll also share JXN Financial portfolio holdings and performance. Let's get started. JXN Financial reports Wednesday, May 7th after the market close. In the previous quarter, JXN reported revenue of $1.44 billion, missing revenue estimates by $369 million. JXN reported earnings of $4.65 per share, missing by 21 cents. For this quarter, the revenue estimate is $1.78 billion, with earnings per share of $4.93 expected. Over the last 90 days, one analyst raised estimates and two analysts lowered estimates. JXN hits or beats analysts' one-year forward estimates 33% of the time. The options market is pricing an implied move of plus or minus 10.29%. My JXN Financial holding is 1% of my equity portfolio. I first entered JXN Financial in September of 2023, and I have trimmed and added since that time. The total return of my current JXN Financial holding is approximately 80%. JXN saw a price pullback after their prior earnings of about 12.7%, but they've recovered to trade between 90 and 93 over the next 6 weeks. Like most other equities following the tariff announcements, they had a fairly significant drop, but they have recovered the majority of that drop, currently trading at around $82 on the day of their announcement, moving into earnings. They are performing about twice as well as the financial sector today. We do see good relative strength with the RSI currently at 60. We see good momentum with the 12-day moving average above the midpoint. As far as relative strength compared to the SPX, we see the relative strength is outperforming the SPX just a little, and the momentum is exceeding that of the SPX. We saw really good accumulation in March, has somewhat flattened out, but still accumulating at this point. We do see positive money flow. Comparing JXN Financial to the SPY, we can see that it's outperformed the SPY by about 7%. It's underperforming the financial sector by 3.5%, and it's outperforming its industry group by 2.3%. When we look at the JXN trend chart using weekly data, JXN is underperforming its long-term averages. It's also underperforming its mid-term averages, but it is showing some strength in the short-term averages. Here are some key financial metrics for JXN comparing to the sector. For the forward PE, JXN is currently trading at 4.19 times compared to the sector at 10.19 times. So it appears that JXN is undervalued compared to the sector. The expected revenue growth is 3.07% compared to the sector at 5.14%. And the expected EPS growth rate is 17.89% compared to the sector at 9.39%. When we look at net margins, Jackson has a trailing net margin of 28.24 compared to that of the sector at 22.79. Using fast graphs to analyze Jackson Financial valuation, we can see that they're currently trading at a blended PE of 4.28. They have a fantastic EPS yield of 23.34%. They also pay a dividend yield of 3.94%. Over the lifespan of Jackson Financial, they've had an average adjusted operating earnings growth rate of negative 1.99%, which occurred basically in 2022 and 2023. They really had good growth in 2024. FastGraphs calculates their fair value ratio at 15 times, and their normal PE ratio is 3.1 times. Their earnings expected over the next 3 years is 3% for 2025, 8% for 2026, and 8% for 2027. Jackson continues to trade at its current PE. By the end of 2026, we would have a total annualized return of 9.83. If they ever traded to their fair value, which they haven't over their lifetime, we could see 127% total annualized return between now and the end of 2026. I hope you found this earnings preview helpful. If so, please subscribe to the channel for future videos and consider giving a like to help support the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you the best in your investment journey, and remember to trade well.